Aron Eisenberg, the actor best known for playing the Ferengi Nog on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, has unfortunately passed away at the far too young age of 50 years old. Hi, I'm RazMansReality. Normally I say it's great to see you, but today obviously it's not great circumstances, but I thank you for being a viewer nonetheless. If this is your first time here and you enjoy opinions on film, TV, and sometimes occasionally the world of comics when relevant, then hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of the future geektastic fun. I haven't been here on this main channel in forever. Reason being is because I was both burned out and I've had a lot of life stuff happen that just made creation less of a priority. I am active over on my In-Ring Reality channel, so if you're a fan of the world of professional wrestling, WWE, AEW, ROH, TNA, or sorry, not TNA anymore, Impact Wrestling, and sometimes New Japan Pro Wrestling and other independent organizations, then you can subscribe over there. The link will be down below in the description box, or I believe it's on the right in the recommended channels bar. I do have plans to come back to this channel in the near future. I just want to do things a little bit differently so they're not so stressful for me and I get back to having fun creating these type of videos. And this obviously isn't the way that I wanted to come back to talking about opinions in the world of entertainment, talking about a loss. But when something like this happens, obviously it's something you can't ignore. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, of course, aired alongside of Star Trek The Next Generation simultaneously, and at first I wasn't as big a fan of Deep Space Nine, but over time I've really grown to love just what kind of a different Star Trek show it is, and just about how it's about humanity more than any other Star Trek show at times has been. And Nog is the perfect character to emphasize that very point, despite being under makeup as a Ferengi. Nog was someone who went from the annoying friend in Jake's class to just Jake's best friend to breaking down the barriers of his Ferengi culture and becoming the first individual to ever enter Starfleet. Despite the reluctance of Captain Sisko to place him with a recommendation at the time, he laid out why he wanted it in one of the greatest television segments in history when he talked about how he didn't want to become his father and he wanted to be something better. As a human being, Aron Eisenberg was the embodiment of that something better. Despite having suffered through not one but two kidney transplants in his life, Eisenberg exemplified what being famous and being in the limelight should be all about. Not only being a great human being and a great soul to be around, but to every fan who knew him was reportedly just the absolute salt of the earth. And it's losses like this who remind us all that humanity should be about being good, not about anything else. And hopefully we don't suffer another tragic loss like this far too soon before we start to see the goodness and the kindness in people. Nog was one of my favorite characters on Deep Space Nine for all of these reasons, and because he was dang funny too. His sense of humor and his ability just to never give up when he was thought of as the lesser individual in the Starfleet crew room. He was also a classmate to Larissa Orlanik and her Alex Mack character on The Secret World of Alex Mack for 2 episodes of the series in the first season. Ironically, videos in which I have reviews for. I used to do a series called Mac Mondays breaking down each and every episode of The Secret World of Alex Mack, as is one of my all-time favorite shows. I don't know if I'll be bringing that back because it's a lot of work to put together those kind of episodes, but if you don't mind lesser video quality back then, you can check out those episodes. I don't think I talked about the Jesse character in them, but they might be an interesting watch on a day like today. All in all, I just wanted to come on here and pay my respects to an actor who played a role that I'll always remember, and an actor who, as I said, exemplifies what it should mean to be famous in Hollywood. And I cannot wait for an opportunity for things to get better for me financially so I can pick up the DS9 documentary, What We Left Behind, and see his contributions to that documentary and what ended up being, I guess, his final major work other than his podcast. So, thank you, Aron. My condolences to your wife and your family, especially your children as well. Condolences to all the other fans throughout the world. Rest in peace in that great heaven above, our great Nog, and we will all be better off for knowing you. As always, leave me your thoughts on Aron Eisenberg down below in the comment section. If you want to check out my previous videos, you can check out both of those Alex Mack episodes that I talked about earlier. I'll put them here on the end screen. Like I said, I might be back on this channel in the near future. Just stay tuned for that. And as always, this has been your RazMansReality Check.